Hello friends, welcome to this video. This is Rohit. Friends, in today's video we are going to learn how to include Google's reCAPTCHA within PHP web page. So let's start. So first of all, we will try to understand what is CAPTCHA and why we require it. So friends, while entering credentials or credit card information on website, you might be asked to copy series of words or match sum to continue. So in most cases, this is the quick step before you can continue to your activity. So many people wonder why CAPTCHA is required. What is CAPTCHA? Well, CAPTCHA stands for Completely Automated Public Turing Test to tell computers and humans apart. So in other words, CAPTCHA determines whether the user is real or spam robot. So in CAPTCHA, we stretch or manipulate the letters and numbers and rely on human ability to determine which symbols they are. So if human can identify this symbol correctly, we can proceed further. Robot will fail to identify these symbols or numbers. So CAPTCHAs were invented to block the spammy software from posting comments on pages or purchasing excess items at once. So the most common form of CAPTCHA is an image with several distorted letters. Many of us might have experienced this. Friends, CAPTCHA has a variety of applications for keeping websites and users secure. So it includes protecting your email addresses from scammers, protecting your websites from fake registrations, protecting online polling, protect against the junk mails, preventing the dictionary attacks, preventing the comments spamming on the blogs. Friends, to get rid of spamming, you just need to put some checks on your website or web application. So previously people were used to put some random number or string on the screen and they were telling their users to verify it first of all in order to proceed. So for the same purpose we are going to use Google's reCAPTCHA, which is new way to verify the users, and it is very simple to verify the users with help of Google's reCAPTCHA. So in Google's reCAPTCHA, user just need a single click or tap to prove that they are not a robot. Friends, now we will try to understand how to include Google's reCAPTCHA within our PHP web page. So for this, I will follow 3 simple steps. So first step will be getting API key. Second step, adding CAPTCHA to our page. And third step, validate the user's response. With these steps, I will be able to add the Google's reCAPTCHA within my web page. So first of all, we will try to see how to get the API key. Friends, if you don't have the API key, then you will not able to include Google's reCAPTCHA within your web page. So first of all, you need to register your domain and you have to get an API key from the Google to use the reCAPTCHA within your web page. So without registering your domain, the CAPTCHA widget will not be shown to your web page, will not be loaded to your web page. Now friends, in Google search for reCAPTCHA admin. Okay. You have to go to this link first of all. Here in this example I am going to show you how to create CAPTCHA for localhost. Okay, if you want to create CAPTCHA for your real domain, then you have to specify that domain name here. So this demonstration is for localhost. So you can replace localhost with your real domain as well. CAPTCHA1, any name you can specify. Friends, next thing we need to select the reCAPTCHA type. So there are basically 2 types available, reCAPTCHA version 2 and reCAPTCHA version 3. So this version 2 basically verify the request with certain challenge, and the reCAPTCHA version 3 verify the request with certain score. So in reCAPTCHA version 3, you can detect the abusive traffic on your website without user interaction. So there will be no any challenge shown to the user. Instead of that, it will be verified within the background, and it will return certain score based on which you can decide whether user is real or spam. Okay, so in this video we are going to create reCAPTCHA with version 2, and I am going to select the type I am not a robot checkbox. So every time user need to click on I am not a robot checkbox. You can also validate your request in background with help of invisible reCAPTCHA badge. So the CAPTCHA badge will not be shown to the user, but user will be verified within the background. And if you want to create reCAPTCHA for your Android device, then you can select this third option. So as I am going to create it for web application, I will select the first one, and next we need to add the domain now. So here I will add a domain called localhost. Okay, alternatively I will also add the address 127.0.0.1. So for testing purpose we can create CAPTCHA for localhost like this. Then here the owner will be shown to you. You can also add more owners here if you want. Then here you need to accept the reCAPTCHA's terms of services, and then just click on submit. Now friends, after submitting, it will generate two keys. One will be site key and one will be secret key. So these both keys we are going to require in our code. Now I will copy these keys, and in this file I will paste it, so later on we can copy it. Okay, so first key is my site key, and this next is my secret key. Now friends, I have copied both keys. Now we will move to the second step, adding CAPTCHA to our web page. Now friends, here we will try to create one basic web page with some HTML form, and Google reCAPTCHA widget will be included within that. Okay, so for that I will write this basic structure first of all. Then I will specify the title of web page as demo of reCAPTCHA like this. Friends, in header section we need to include one JavaScript file called api.js. So I will write here script src is equal to https www.google.com/reCAPTCHA/api.js. Now I will write here /script. Okay, and now in body section we will try to create one simple form. So I will specify h1 Google reCAPTCHA demo. Then I will create one form here like this. Some attributes we will try to specify. Let's say method will be post, and I want to redirect my user on the same web page. So I will write action, and here I will use one super global variable called server, and I will specify value php_self. So this form will be submitted and user will be redirected on the same web page. Okay, that is what the PHP self. Now here I will create two input fields, first name and last name, and then I will add Google's reCAPTCHA, and then at last one submit button we will try to add. So first of all I will write here first name, and one text box I will try to add. Input type is equal to text, and name will be, let's say, fname, and then I will use br tag here. Now I will copy this and I will create lname here, that is last name. Okay, and now here we will try to add the Google's reCAPTCHA widget. How to add it? So I will write div tag first of all, and we need to specify one class here. So name of class is g-reCAPTCHA reCAPTCHA. This is name of class, and here we need to provide one more attribute called data site key. So friends, whatever key we have generated from reCAPTCHA admin at the start of this video, that site key we need to paste here. Okay, so this site key I will copy and I will paste that site key here. Now my Google reCAPTCHA widget will be added, and at last I will add one submit button here. So input type submit, name will submit, and value will be send data. Friends, my form is ready. Now let's try to go to browser and see what output we will get. So here I will write localhost/democaptcha.php, and friends, you can see here we have two text boxes, and followed by that we got this Google reCAPTCHA, and at last we have one submit button. So our basic form is ready now. So we have added the CAPTCHA widget to our web page. Now next thing will be validate the user response. So friends, whenever user will click on I am not robot checkbox, one response will be generated. So this response we need to validate with the Google server. If response is valid, then we can say that this is a real user. Otherwise, we will say that there is a spam activity on this web page. Now we will try to see how to validate this response. Okay. Now here I will add some PHP code now. So whenever user will submit form, post array will consist certain elements. So I will check that first of all. So if count of $_post is greater than 0, means form is submitted, then we will try to check. Okay, what we will check? Whether user has filled the value of first name, last name and CAPTCHA or not. If user has not filled the value, we will show error message. Otherwise, we will show that form has submitted successfully. Okay, so here first of all we will test if empty function we will try to use, and I will pass here $_post, and my control name is fname here. So I will write fname like this. So if the empty function returns true, means fname is not submitted by user, we will display message echo h4 please enter your first name. Okay, in the same way I will check for last name. So here I will say name, and here I will say last name, and at last we will also check for Google's reCAPTCHA. So for that we need to specify here the name of reCAPTCHA, that is g-reCAPTCHA-response. This is the name of Google's reCAPTCHA widget. Please solve reCAPTCHA. Now let's see what error we will get here. So I will refresh it, and now if I directly click on send data, you can see here we got this error. Please enter first name, last name and reCAPTCHA. Now if I fill the first name and I will submit form, see it is saying last name and reCAPTCHA is missing. So whenever user will fill all these details, then and then only form will be submitted. Now if user has provided all the details, we will try to now validate our reCAPTCHA. Now friends, if user has provided all the details, means he has provided first name, last name and he also solved the reCAPTCHA, then we will proceed further and validate the user's response. Okay, so for that first of all I will check whether the value of Google's reCAPTCHA response is set or not, and whether it is empty or not. If it is set and if it is not empty, then we will proceed further. So for that I will write code if each set function I will use, and I will provide here the value of post reCAPTCHA response. So if its value is set and it is not empty, then we will proceed further for validating the user's response with Google server. So first of all, here we need to provide our secret key. So I will write here secret is equal to, in double quotes, specify the secret key that you obtained from the Google's reCAPTCHA admin. Now after specifying this secret key, we need to verify the response from user. So for that I will use response, and here I will write file get contents. So this function will be used for reading the web page content in string format, and we need to pass the URL of web page which we want to read. So here I will write https www.google.com/reCAPTCHA/API/site verify. Then we need to provide the secret key here. So I will write here secret and write down your variable name where you have stored your secret key. So I will write here $secret. Okay, and then we need to provide the response of user. So I will write and response, and where our response is available. So our response is available within post gCAPTCHA response. So I will paste this value here. This is how we will try to read the response and validate it with the Google server. Now friends, after this Google will try to verify the secret key you have provided and the response of user. If it is valid, Google will try to return the result in form of JSON format. JSON is nothing but JavaScript object notation. It is one of the most popular formats. So in PHP we can decode the JSON with help of JSON decode function. So I will store the result, let's say within data variable, and I will write JSON decode, and our result is available within response variable. So just pass response variable here. Now friends, here if our token is valid and user's response is valid, then we will receive the success response from Google's API. So how we can check that? So I will write if data object operator success, then I will say echo h2 data sent. Okay, else I will write please try again. What we have done here, so first of all we have tested whether user has submitted all fields or not. If not, then we are showing respected message there, and at last we are trying to validate the user's response with the Google's API. If we got success response from user, we will display data is sent, otherwise we will display please try again. Okay, now we will try to test. Now we will fill this form. So I will write first name Raj, last name K, and I will click on I am not robot. Okay, it is verified, and then we will send data. You can see we got message data sent. Like this we can add reCAPTCHA to our web page for verifying whether user is real or whether it is robot. Now if there is any error within the reCAPTCHA, then it may shown like this. So it is asking us to select all the squares which will consist the fire hydrants. Okay, and then like this it will ask you. Okay, and you can submit your data. This is how we can include the Google's reCAPTCHA within PHP. Friends, if you find this video useful, please like and share this video. I will see you in next video. Thank you for watching.